This place is just so amusing and wonderful and magic. I didn't know that I was going to walk through the doors and find all of this. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you America's oldest Ferris wheel. Hey guys, Tampa J here, and I'm at the International Showman Museum here in Riverview, Florida. Come along with me. Let's take a look at this place. Not only is there a carousel that sits right in the heart of the museum, there's also the Ferris wheel right there. What's up, dude? That guy looks like he's having a good time. What do you think?
I don't know if they'll have two clowns like us in here.
I don't know, man. As you can tell, Scott with the Tourist Trap channel is here today. Say hello, Scott.
Hey, Scott. Hello, Scott. You said to say hello, Scott. So
I did say that. I'm famous for doing that. This place is loaded full of fun and amusements, history of the showmen, and carnivals and fairs throughout the United States for many generations now. Check out this giant dude right here. Whoa! Nice beard you got there, dude. I don't even come close to this height. I believe what we have here is the Viking giant, the largest man since Goliath's era, 425 pounds, 8 foot 8 inches. Wow. And he's got a nice full beard there. At the bottom in the heart of the museum, you have this carousel and this awesome Ferris wheel that is still working today. This Ferris wheel was constructed in 1903 and is one of America's oldest Ferris wheel today. The sign states that this rare Condor Man Ferris wheel was built in 1903 and it has delighted millions of happy riders in its 100+ history. It was donated by Willock family in 1988. Here's some old photos of this actual Ferris wheel in operation there. Check this out. Well, I've started my journey here in the Grand Hall is what I call it. And we're gonna venture around both levels and see what we can find. Just over to my left here is a 1958 King tugboat ride. Check out these little cute guys. Has anyone ever ridden one of these? This over here we have a display of all the sideshows and the history of some sideshows. Here's the Paris Review. And beyond over here, below this awesome neon sideshow sign, we have Daisy May, the one and only, the two-nosed cow. Look, it actually does have two noses. Check it out. Oh man. And we have remains of the Toki twins, the conjoined twins, or a model of them. Check that out. Yep, I'd say they're conjoined. Wonderful and hideous at the same time. All kinds of awesome stuff. They even have a history of carnival treats and beverages. Look at this. Look at the candy apples, the sugar waffles, the corn dog cooker. Very awesome. And very yummy too. I'm getting a little hungry. Here's an old vehicle from the Cumberland Valley shows. These were the type of vehicles that drove through the local towns when the carnivals would come through to help promote the circus or the carnival. So I can assure you that a truck like this probably has thousands and thousands of fun and enjoyable miles behind them. Here's some history memorabilia from one of America's oldest traveling shows, the Buffalo Bill Wild West. And over here there's an Indian headdress, and a 12-gauge double-barrel shotgun was used on the Pawnee Bill's Wild West shows in 1888. So there's an actual shotgun from one of the shows. Looks like an old hat too, a saddle, and here's some old costumes from the show. And there's Buffalo Bill Cody himself, old Wild Bill. This carousel was designed by Allen Herschel Company. It's the American Beauty Carousel, a children's carousel that allowed it and made it easier for a child to ride it without its parents' help. I can imagine and remember all the times I ever rode one of these things when I was younger. I believe one of my parents or my grandparents was by my side at all times to make sure I didn't fall off the thing, and I'm sure you might have the same memories with your experiences. But the detail on this thing and how beautiful and well preserved it is just wonderful. And I'm glad it's sitting here at the International Showman's Museum. And also, all the other things. There's an area of the museum devoted to carnival games and prizes. And this is called the Country Store Wheel, which I think it's really cool because everything on this wheel, as you see, it spins right there, and you get to pick a prize from a certain section. But as you can see, on this wheel, everything looks like it would have been in a country store. So, very cool. Here's an old-timey photo of it actually in action at a carnival. Just walking around taking a look at these old games. There's Ring-a-Bear, Fool the Guesser. Look at this old chair. Please do not sit in the chair. Okay, sir, I won't. This is pretty awesome. You just sit right there and it weighs you. And it looks like the scale is still in sync. There's an old photo of the process happening. This guy measuring this old lady here. I wonder if he guessed right. I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did. You know, there's do not touch signs throughout this museum, but I so badly want to touch this thing. This looks so cool. Target box. It looks like you shoot up the ball to hit the rocket so it elevates, and the first one to the top obviously wins the prize. And that looks like an Apollo rocket right there. There's nothing that screams carnival more than a good old game of spill the milk. And check this out. I really would like to throw the balls right there and spill the milk. That looks fun, but it says, please don't handle the exhibits. Well, all is fair. Over here are some old prizes that are showcased. I'd say some of them are pretty creepy, don't you say? Some of these old carnival prizes. And some of them are actually pretty fancy. Like over here, they have these horses that are, looks like brass and copper. It looks like tucked away over on this side is a display of a giant model of fairs and carnivals. And let's just take a quick long walk down Carnival Lane here. This thing is so awesome. Whoa. Look, and it even has like tiny little people in there. Wow, look how long it is. Let's take a walk, a quick walk with a cool off. So amazing. Oh. Here's a giant model and display of Myron E. Vickers' World of Mirth. And there's the entrance. And we're just kind of gonna get an aerial drone footage of the fair. This place is amazing. Look at, they even have the train tracks over there. Wow. Here's an entire model circus hand carved by a man named of Willis Tucker in the 1930s. And wow, it is very well done and detailed. All made of wood. Just beside the Ferris wheel are these giant banners. There's the Viking giant from Iceland, the motion picture giant in person. All right, everyone likes the funny mirrors. Let's see if we look funny.
Me and Jay are
That's pretty funny. What do you think?
Mirrors here at the International.
Crossing the streams, or not streams,
We're
the vlogs.
crossing the vlogs here.
Here we go. Oh, here's a funny mirror.
We're
It's hard
seeing
to
how tall we are. You're taller than me now.
A little taller.
Almost.
I got my hat on though.
I can put my shades on, but you can't see it in the mirror.
These are the old pretzel cars, and you can tell it's a pretzel card by what Scott was just telling me.
That's the earlier version.
There's an actual pretzel on the side.
But
That's
these
the
cars
earlier.
are run by gravity. And there's 2 locations
Yep.
that have pretzel cars in operation to this day, and one is Camden Park in Huntington, West Virginia, at the haunted house, and they have this one right here.
That one's cool. I like the skull on it. Look over here. This is the Tilt-A-Whirl car. And then back here, they have some more Tilt-A-Whirl cars, it looks like. Look at this thing. Oh, man. And then there's an old booth here for Tilt-A-Whirl tickets. And over here is an old bumper car. So over here past the Ferris wheel and underneath the Sportland sign, which is a sign from an amusement from Tennessee, I believe, it's this old public relations boxcar that used to go up and down the train tracks as the fair and the circuses traveled. And inside, looks like they have AC, is the old office here. Wow. It's really cool in here, guys. Really cool. There's all kinds of stuff on the walls here. Photos, memorabilia, the office area. Advertising. The old desk there, the ashtray. Over there, some stamps, some mail. And again, photos of people who worked and performed at the carnival. This cart here is the remains of one of the first carnival rides ever built. Rocky Road to Dublin. All the way from Ireland, it looks like. Conceived in the late 1800s, the sign says. Wow, very awesome. So one of the first carnival rides ever, folks. This giant banner that hangs on the wall here was used in a carnival ride called the Glass House, and it is hand painted. The sign says it was painted with the well-known banner painter Fred Johnson and used at the Johnny J. Jones show in 1946. You can see an actual photograph of the ride there and the banner behind it. I'll kind of walk beside it so you can see the whole thing. And again, hand painted. It's very beautiful. So I don't really like clowns, so this is very spooky, but it's a fascinating artifact and I'm glad it's here. It's very cool. I doubt they hand paint carnival signs nowadays. Maybe the smaller ones, but this is really cool. Look at this guy. He looks a little out of place, doesn't he? This waistcoat and trousers were once worn by a man named of John Sally, which played a munchkin in The Wizard of Oz. There's the trousers right there. All right, guys, well, that was a blast. I had a blast. What about you, Scott?
Oh my goodness, we've been here for what, 2.5 hours?
2.5 hours, and we
don't want to leave.
We didn't want to leave. We had to pull ourselves out of there. We got to get going. I don't know about you, but I'm hungry.
I'm hungry after seeing all this popcorn and carnival food.
Oh
and
man,
I want some cotton candy.
Cotton candy, popcorn, funnel
apples,
funnel cakes. So thanks again for watching, guys. I appreciate you. I hope you had a great time with us. Please check out Scott's channel, The Tourist Trap, again. Please check out his channel, and if it's your first time here, please hit the subscribe button below, the notification bell, and I appreciate everyone who watches, and see you next time, guys. There is much ahead, my friends, much ahead.